The only unresolved race from November's election anywhere in the country has now come to a conclusion. Republican Jefferson Griffin formally conceded the race for a seat on the North Carolina Supreme Court today after fighting the results of November's election for months now. It comes 2 days after a federal judge ruled potentially thousands of disputed ballots challenged by Griffin must remain in the final tally. Tom George live now in Raleigh after talking with a legal expert about what this means for future election challenges here in North Carolina. Tom.
Yeah, Steve, this is something that people were paying attention to not only here in North Carolina, but across the country. As you mentioned, over 6 months worth of legal challenges going back and forth from state to federal court. But what election experts say really makes this stand out is just the sheer amount of legal challenges that the Griffin campaign put forward. And they also worry that this could have implications for future elections. After months of legal battles, in the end, a Trump-appointed federal judge siding with Democrat Allison Riggs, arguing that Jefferson Griffin's challenge of thousands of voters, including military and overseas voters, amounted to a violation of their rights.
And I think, the ruling was quite clear. The court wrote, you establish the rules of the game, you don't change them after the game is done.
It's something election attorneys like Lali Maduri have been watching closely. She's concerned these kinds of long, drawn-out challenges by losing candidates will become the norm.
They've now, I think, shown a willingness to try to use the legal system in any way they can to retroactively disenfranchise voters who they don't want to vote. And I think it's really unfortunate. I think it's going to keep eroding confidence in our elections and normalize these sorts of challenges that were just unheard of before the last few years.
At the legislature today, House Speaker Destin Hall saying he agreed with some of Griffin's concerns and would even consider changing state laws ahead of the next election.
Well, I think we learned a lot from that lawsuit and a lot that the prior state board was doing wrong. In my opinion, they were clearly not following state law on a number of different issues. And so I expect that you'll see us take up some bills dealing with some of those issues.
Meanwhile, NC Democratic Party Chair Anderson Clayton says while they're happy with the result, they're also prepared for the same thing to happen in 2026 and beyond.
At least I think for right now, what we're seeing, right, are Republicans that have taken egregious control over our courts and also managed to pull out a Republican playbook that now they're utilizing not just in North Carolina, but across the country too. And that is what Jefferson Griffin was trying to do and has done with this fight.
Yeah, and part of the reason the stakes were so high in the first place is because the political balance of our state's highest court lies in the balance right now. There are 5 Republicans and 2 Democrats now. With Allison Riggs' win official, that would mean Democrats would only need to hold on to Anita Earl's seat in 2026, before then in 2028 having a chance to potentially flip control back to Democrats. Reporting live, Tom George, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.